simple as that. Now, I want us to look at this eye in Zechariah 4 verse 10.
Okay, Papa.
The book of Zechariah.
For who are despised the day of small things?
You see, wait. Usually, when we are sharing the spirit realm, somebody might be there. And say my friend, you're careful. Now you say
You see, for a lot of people, when you hear such things, you tend to belittle and despise what it is, because that thing that you had magnified, that thing that you had esteemed highly, that thing that you had overblown out of proportion, the truth of it has come to you. Now understand that when the truth comes, it doesn't mean a belittling and a despising of what it is. Because before the truth came, it was that to you and you didn't have any idea about what it was. So the attitude you should have is not one that despises, it's not one that looks down, it's not one that counts pearls as nothing. It's one that places the exact value, understanding that it is the value of truth and an interpreter being a teacher that made it that simple for you.
That's it. Because you have a teaching priest that is opening you up so that the question of how do they see, how this is how it is done. Practical codes to the prophetic. Practical codes to the spirit realm. My friend, you are a spiritual. Everybody is spirit. There's a spirit inside of you. Don't magnify people with their gifts. They know what you don't know. That is what is making them look special.
They have keys you don't have.
That's it. If you also find yourself with the keys and you begin to put them in operation, you begin to see like they see. Fifi,
Papa.
A lot of prophets, it is this eye they used to call phone numbers. When it flashes, pram, pram. Now they'll look on the floor and they'll see flashing numbers. Then they'll mention it.
Hey.
No, about okay, see enter bet on my number. Oh, nya bet number be amount because you be bro scan. Oh, no.
It makes classic
because
sense.
I'm free on only
yes, there was an initiation point and connecting to last week. It was a chain that was made available. If the chain is not available for 1,000 odds, forget it. If the chain is not available to give a direct 2 numbers, it won't happen. So it is what is available at that moment.
And the case of the Hunufwa, Emmanuel say, Debbie on Nambia, no Hunubi. But there are people that have groomed themselves, harnessed.
So they've been able to own that particular ability in the spirit.
That's it. Now, he said, for who are despised the day of small things? Read.
They shall rejoice and shall see the plummet in the hand of Zerubbabel with those 7. They are the eyes of the Lord, which run to and fro through the whole earth.
NIV.
Who dares despise the day of small things? Since the 7 eyes of the Lord that range throughout the earth will rejoice when they see the chosen capstone in the hand of Zerubbabel.
Read it again.
Who dares despise the day of small things? Since the 7 eyes of the Lord that range throughout the earth will rejoice when they see the chosen capstone in the hand of Zerubbabel.
How was the chosen capstone in the hand of Zerubbabel? 3 verse 9. Zechariah. Zechariah 3, the verse number 9.
See, the stone I have set in front of Joshua.
Tobo. Etifoni bebre wa. Ade na oka say eye video, oje video no, eye bo. It's a stone.
A stone.
Eye bo. Eti sa hwehwe. Enti ono no ni nyina no, onya de oba be sha wonkom. This will who sabo. And a bonny bay juma, anyone who trap pa. Na born pie. And you all can and no one. It is said, Sebio, in conform per se, Becca. As I said, who cock on for you. No, I can't say much.
Now you have to understand, we are seeing in Zechariah 3:9. See, the stone I have set in front of Joshua, and there are 7 eyes on that one stone. Now, understand this. For a lot of prophets who minister, tell you that they are watching a video screen. That actual medium is a stone. Now, the man of God is making us understand how that certain times people go to fetish priests, go to other, and they use a medium of water to tell you things. We are seeing this actually, the original, what God is saying here. It's a stone with eyes.
A mirror is a stone.
A mirror is a stone. So once you are able to first detect the eyes of the Lord that come to show and follow the eyes of the Lord on the stone, then you say whatever.
So the Bible says, the stone I have set in front of Joshua. But how will you know that the stone has been set in front of you? You must start from the basis.
The basis, the intent
gaze. The gaze.
You felt
you are calling him a seer because he has eyes that he uses the eyes of his heart to follow the eye. That is what now is making him a seer. So the seer is not like somebody who was sent into heavenlies, baked in some pots, and then brought out oil pouring on him. Oh no, brother, no. He's a seer because he knows when an eye is watching him. And you also are a seer. But why haven't you grown into that seer dimension? Why? Because you are ignoring the gazing presence that you are always sensing and feeling, and you are not following it. As I'm here, too much gazings.